I don't remember what I was saying. Hello friends, I hope you guys are doing really good, that your year's still going really well. These are gonna be kind of like a couple of key points to having a successful year. And when I say successful, it doesn't mean that you complete every single resolution or every single goal that you want, but just being a little bit more productive and what things you need to keep in mind in order to stay productive. So the number one thing is super obvious, and it is to have a goal, to have something that you want. For many years, I was a type of person that would make like a short, really like, I don't know, just not well thought out list of things that I wanted. Like I've always said like, oh, I want to lose weight. And I've done that for years, since I was like barely a teenager, and never did anything about it. And it is really important for you to sit down and kind of like have a talk with yourself. If you like, if you want to have a productive year and it's not written out for you, maybe you want to do better at work, then it's not as simple as, okay, let's go, let's be better. It's important to know that you want to be better, but also keep in mind, what are the things that make you better at work? Do you know what those things are? Is there an order of things that you want? Do you want to be more productive? What do you need to be more productive? Do you need to, be faster? Do you need to go less to the bathroom because you pee too much? Drink less water, or drink water at more strategic times so you can be more productive, have more time sitting down, or whatever it is your job related to. I mean, these are just random examples, but something else. Maybe you do want to lose weight. That's one of my goals this year, but it's not necessarily losing weight that I'm focused on. I'm definitely focused on looks, and I'm being completely honest here. I want to be healthy, but I want to look how I see myself on the inside. And for me to get there, there's a couple things that I need to put into plan. So I need to okay, now I know I want to have a certain look. What do I need to get that look? Well, I need to go to the gym. I need to eat better. I need to drink more water. I need to stay consistent. Those are things that you need to know beforehand in order to have a successful year. So, number 2, have a plan. To me, the way that I liked it and that I think really works for me is doing a quarterly plan. So dividing the year in 4, and then in 3 months, what can I do in 3 months? So I am focused on looks, but at the same time this year, I want to focus on habits. And if anything, I would say focus on one thing, but it could be a broad thing. So if my thing is health, I want to start the year just pushing on the habits that I really need in order to get that physique that I want, for example. Or maybe you're not focused on health, you want to be more productive at work, then maybe those things will be more on the lines of, how do I become, or how do I stay focused for longer? Maybe there's a tea that I really like, or maybe caffeine really affects your focus and you can't have caffeine. So maybe either start the day early so you can still have caffeine, or work out how caffeine works in your life. That's a random example. Maybe caffeine is really good for your focus. Be careful, caffeine is not always good, but do your thing. Just learn, study your routines, and know that you need a plan in order to be successful. So in my case, I want to divide my year into 4. On this first quarter, I'm focusing on definitely eating better, but for the most part, I want to have less processed foods, because those are my guilty pleasure. And I'm not saying I'm cutting them out, I'm just saying that most of my main meals, or meals that I cook at home, I don't want them to be as processed. And then things like drinking water. I have a horrible water intake. I don't love water, but that can be easily fixed. I can have more tea. I can just add something to my water. I love sparkling water. unflavored or flavored, doesn't matter. I'm huge on not drinking my calories, so I stay out of like the flavored flavor that has sugar at it. But still, just having lots of drinks, and then also something that's really important for me is just having vegetables that have like a high water intake, so that way I'm helping my water intake. Anyways, moving on from myself, once you have your quarter all set and you're all good, maybe you're decided you want to do your whole plan for the year. Maybe, I don't know, one of the things that I really want to do this year, I haven't put it on my first quarter yet. I'm just trying to get a permanent workout into my routine, but I want to become a runner. I don't want to say I want to become like a marathon runner this year, because I don't have a habit of working out. However, I'm starting by going on walks, and then I want to get on a treadmill and see how much I can do. I have downloaded a couple apps. I still don't have a favorite, but having an app that like almost like HIIT training, like you go faster for like 60 seconds and then you walk for like a minute or so. I lost my train of thought, but what I think I was saying is, if you want to have a bigger one set goal for the whole year, you can do that. Make that number 3. Remember that enjoying the journey is so important, because once you hit the goal, that's it, nothing else. And if you're like an ambitious person, you're almost gonna feel like lethargic of just, you made it happen, what's next? And that could be fun and that could get people running, but that could also make people like not feel the best. So I think one thing that might be really important in order for you to enjoy the journey is making smaller goals along the process. Starting today, make a small goal that helps you get into that bigger goal. So whatever it is, just put it into perspective, do your thing. But having those smaller goals might be the way to get your big goal. Knowing that you're having progress might be one of those things that keep you motivated, and that's super important to keep in mind. Motivation is not always gonna be there, so that's why I talked about habits, because personally, I've been the type of person that it's driven mostly by motivation, and when that thing is not there, it's really, really hard for me to get out there and do the things that I need to do. So I'm working on those habits in order to be able to perform and get what I want without having the need to be motivated. Whew. Well, I feel like that was a lot, but useful a lot. Those are 3 things that I think are really, really important in order for you to get your goals. It's things that I have tried and have been really good for me in the past 2 years. I think 2020 was huge for me to like start getting to know myself and admitting to myself that habit building is like super important. If you need books about it, everybody recommends it, but Atomic Habits is such a good book to read about habits. But also know that we're not perfect, that if you're not focused on progress, maybe you're focused on happiness, work on that. That's good too. It doesn't always have to be about growth. And even if you don't know it, being happy makes you grow. So, and that's my personal opinion, I think where you're in a good mood and you're working and you're thriving and you're on, having those happy moments, you're actually growing and you're learning from experience. So you know what, if that's your journey right now, enjoy it because it's so good. And that's all that's all the words that I have for you guys today. Sorry that I talk so much with my hands. I show you guys the nails that I put on. I think they look really good, but I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope it was useful, and if it was, let me know down below. Write a comment, like, subscribe. Also check me out on social media. I have Instagram, Twitter, TikTok that I don't really use, but I'm there pretty often to like stalk whatever is like trending. I love it. So anyway, guys, I'll see you guys tomorrow probably. Love you so much. Keep thriving, keep doing your thing. Goodbye.